Before we begin, a little shameless self-promotion. If you like what you see here, it's free, but just like and subscribe and help me out. Now let's begin multiplying and dividing scientific notation. Now, just like the previous video with adding and subtracting scientific notation, the steps are at the bottom in blue, and they're pretty similar. You're going to deal with the first numbers, you're going to then deal with the exponents, and then you're going to check to make sure your answer is in scientific notation. The truth is, multiplying and dividing is quite a bit simpler than adding and subtracting. You'll notice there's one less step in each one. So here we go. Let's check out the first one. I'm multiplying 4 times 10 to the third and 8 times 10 to the second. Step number 1, multiply the first numbers. So 4 times 8, 32. Step number 2, add the exponents because that's the rule for multiplication. So 10 to the third and 10 to the second, 3 plus 2 is 5. And step number 3, check to make sure your answer is in scientific notation. Well, it isn't because 3.2 is too high, so we're going to do that move that you might recall with the 1/10 and the 10. I'll switch colors. I'm going to multiply this one by 1/10 to drop it down to 3.2, and we're going to balance out that 1/10 with a extra 10. That's going to move the 10 to the 5th up 1 to 10 to the 6th. And I'm done. Look how simple that was. 4 times 8 was 32, 3 plus 2 is 5, and we adjusted. On the divide side, frankly, it's very similar. It's just division. We're going to go ahead and divide the first numbers. So negative 6 divided by 2. So negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. All right. Step number 2, subtract the exponents because that's what you do when you deal with division. So we're going to take our exponents of, let's go back to purple here. 3 and 5. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So 10 to the negative second. And then step number 3. Check to make sure your answer is still in scientific notation. This is between 1 and 10, or in this case, negative 1 and negative 10. So we're done. And that's it. That's how every single multiplication and division problem works using scientific notation.